Just a friendly reminder to come to the website, MyFXBook, Community Outlook, Euro USD. You don't have to look at that particular pair, but just drill down to the pair that you're interested in. Now, how do you use that data? Well, it's fairly straightforward because you're just looking at a static shift in sentiment. So if we go above or below 50%, if we do that, then we create a minority majority shift. Okay, and normally the majority are going to be wrong, normally, okay? So that's how you can use it. Now, we can look for longs because we had a big influx of sellers at that point, and I'm not really sure exactly why they would have sold at that point. It could have been data release, it could have been a myriad of reasons, but they have sold quite heavily, and we had the crossover for buy, and then you're looking for longs, and we're going to potentially carry on higher pending that they're going to add short, because if they add short, their stops are going to be higher up. So we're in the process of taking stop loss cluster now, but I think it's going to be likely that there's going to be more stop loss clusters above, because these guys who've gone short, you know, they're adding short, they're going to have their stops slightly further away, and that's going to act as a magnet for price action. Okay, so at that point they'd gone long, so we saw reaction. And then at that point they'd gone short, so we're seeing our reaction present tense. Okay, and that's how you can use it. Very, very simple. It's worth noting on the USD is that we have got a little bit of an ominous sign, in so much that the hurdle going long dollar. Okay, and we've also got quite a technically sort of bearish outlook, is that we've created a double supply. We created an old one here in August, September, August, and we created a new one. So we've got an overlap in supply. So the big fish aren't too interested in having a stronger dollar, because we created a supply here and we created a new one which overlaps the old. So it tells us that if the big fish wanted a stronger dollar, we would have probably broken this double supply. We've also got a strong diagonal resistance, so it's looking fairly bad for the dollar from a sort of technical perspective. From a sentimental perspective, it's fairly ugly, but from a fundamental view, it will depend on the data, and that's what Powell's been saying. They're very data dependent, so ideally we get everything to align, but for now it's looking okay, but still be careful because we've got a good fundamental basis for a stronger USD. So that's why I think this week's been a little bit tricky. But just a quick reminder about the MyFXBook Community Outlook. It's really, really useful, and you can just use it on like a spare screen, or at least bookmark it, and then you can cross-reference. And hopefully that makes sense, is that once we've had the flip, we create a majority minority split. Okay, and the majority are normally about 80% of the time they're going to be wrong, and we've seen it time and time again as well. So be careful, and I'll be around today if you need me, but I'm going to take tomorrow off just because I've got some stuff to do and I fancy a long weekend. It's been a bit of a choppy week this week, so trade safely and I'll speak to you soon. One and all, we have a strong disclaimer that we need to stipulate. The fact is that it's really, really easy to lose money while trading, and you absolutely must have risk management at the forefront of your mind. Every trade decision, before you enter, you need to know where your exit is. You don't just enter willy-nilly. You need to stipulate your stop loss, and you need to know about your sizing as well. All this information is in the Discord as well, and it's also on YouTube. So if you don't know your sizes and then you don't know your stop loss, you're going to encounter horrific losses. Okay, and also it's highly risky. And the stuff that I put out on a daily basis, it's for your own information. It's not to be traded on its own. You need to be used with a trading system and with a risk management at the forefront of that system at all times. You can't trade without the risk management, because you will blow your money. And I dare say, if you're watching this video, you would have lost a lot of money, and you've blown maybe an account or even several. So it's absolutely critical that you've got a very keen sense of risk management at everything you do. It's like crossing a busy street. You wouldn't cross the road without looking left and right. You'd wait for the traffic light, and then it would go from red, amber, green, and then once it went to green, you'd still be careful. Okay, so just a quick video there, and be really careful. It's a highly volatile market. In fact, it's probably the most volatile market you could ever get into, and while it can make you a lot of money, it can also cause catastrophic losses. So be careful at all times.